Hello, welcome back to Justin Talks Villa with Super Ian Taylor.
Good morning.
I was going to say how are you, but I know how you are. You're not too good, are you this morning?
A bit under the weather, mate.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I've turned out for you.
He has honestly, I can't thank him enough. He came in with his cup of tea and his biscuit and he's like, oh, I don't feel too good. So the fact he's even turned up, I am very, very happy to see him. The plan was to do an interview about your career and then a bit of a chat about Villa this season and Burnley game as a bit of a match preview. So we've cancelled the big interview because I wanted you to go home and have a rest, okay? Look after yourself because you're going to be needed going forward in these European away games, aren't you? So, and we'll just have a chat about Villa this season, going into the Burnley game. How do you think it's gone? Obviously, the start of the season was tough, wasn't it?
It's been a bit rough, hasn't it? I think there's been a bit of a hangover from last season, obviously. Not just with the players, I think with the fan base as well, to be honest.
I agree, yeah. Everyone.
I think it's been a bit of a come down. We're all going into the summer thinking, yeah, we're going to be able to spend money and bring new players in and this, that and the other. And it's just turned out the complete opposite, hasn't it? And all that optimism that was there, not just from the fan base, but the club as well, I think. The players, I think they wanted to kick on as well. And, the final games of the season where we just didn't turn up as well, I think that
do you know what I thought it was?
Carried on into this season.
I think you can track it back to, although it was a glorious failure when we beat Paris Saint-Germain at home. So we went out, but it was a brilliant night, but ultimately we went out. And then from that point onwards, things just seemed to not fall apart, but
fizzle out.
The defeat. Yeah. The big one was obviously the semi-final defeat, really poor performance, and the last couple of games of the season, and then the United loss. And then from then, it felt like things were just starting to I don't know. And then, like you said, going into the summer, being told that it's going to be a tough summer. How would, as an ex-player, given what has happened up to now, so you're in that dressing room, put yourself there, things are going really well, Champions League qualification, everything looks great, the club look like they're going in the right direction, and all of a sudden, all summer you're hearing, we can't sign the players we want. Do you think it does have a big impact on the players?
Yeah, of course it does. And, some of the players having to leave as well. The
Ramsey one.
The Ramsey situation where he's got good friends in the dressing room and we're having to sell him. And
you must know Jacob.
Yeah, not very well.
No.
But it's a case where you got a player who's born and bred Brummie. He's a Villa fan and he's having to leave the football club.
Yeah.
And I just hate that situation where your homegrown players are having to be sold. It's a rule that's got to be looked at. But
last night it looks like there might be a change coming.
Well, hopefully.
Rumours that these rules are changing. And Christian Purslow actually said, and I read, he did an interview on TalkSport actually, and he said he feels like all the big clubs, so the 6 big clubs, let's say, have all gone big in the summer. They spent a lot of money. Yeah, so they think they know something's coming. So they're taking advantage now, definitely, knowing that the change is coming.
Yeah, definitely.
It stinks, doesn't it?
It does stink, mate.
And we're the ones that have suffered more than any, I think.
Us and the likes of Newcastle, but then Newcastle could still sell a big commodity and then get big players in. So it's something that hopefully will change because we've got the money to go and spend.
And they want to.
You know what I mean?
That's the sad thing,
ambition, and that's one good thing about our club is we've got owners that are ambitious and want us to be up there challenging.
So the first few games were a disappointment.
Yeah, massive.
I mean, I've said a few times on the pod talking about the games as we've gone through, and I've always remained steadfast that we are going to get it. We are going to get going. We are going to improve, and the manager's the right man. But I don't know, like the Rodgers thing, with so many good players, but they just weren't turning up, was they? So
I think because I've gone big on Morgan Rodgers and saying how good he is. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And he is a fantastic player. For the money that we spent on him, he's been brilliant. But he started the season. The thing is,
he's young as well, isn't he?
Second season. Yeah, everybody knows about him. Yeah, everybody's going to want to stop him from playing.
Doubling up on him.
But one thing that the manager said is that he doesn't hide. He always tries to get the ball and do something, and that's why he keeps playing him. And I get that. I do get that. And he sees him every day. We don't. And he sees what his mentality's like. We don't.
Yeah.
So I think you've got to trust the manager and trust. And to be fair, his performances now are getting better.
Slowly better, yeah.
Slowly better. So
Well, I think there's two ways, isn't there? This is my sort of interpretation on when a player's out of form. You either take them out of the firing line, and in the old days, so your day, you'd probably just put them in the reserves, have a couple of games out of the spotlight, try and get a bit of form back, and then bring them back. Or you just keep playing them into form, which is a risky strategy, especially in the modern era where everybody's got no patience.
yeah, the scrutiny's on.
Yeah, you've got no patience, have you? I mean, I went to Everton away, and some of the things that were shouted at him from the Villa fans was terrible. Like, you know, every time he controlled the ball, oh, fuck, you know. And I think, how's that going to help anyone?
Yeah, I mean, everybody just gets frustrated.
Yeah.
And no one will get more frustrated than him.
Yeah, of course,
if
he
he's
wants
not
to be good,
performing.
yeah.
When he's just got the accolades that he's got as well, I'm sure he doesn't want to go. No one goes out there intentionally to play badly.
Oh,
so
yeah, I agree.
You know, I think sometimes you just got to be patient and back your players. And the patience is paying off now because we're starting to get our rhythm.
Momentum starting to come, isn't it? Yeah.
The confidence is coming back. So you know, and it's so early in the season to be making some of these accusations. And, I know. So I think it's keep calm and carry on.
Keep calm and carry on. That's Ian Taylor's told you that now. So keep calm and carry on. Well, I did an article actually on Substack, and I said that. I said the three things for me that are important, and it feeds into Unai Emery's mantra, if you like. Preparation, which he's unbelievable at. Everyone talks about how much he does before each game, and then that feeds into confidence. And then once you can get your players more confident, then the momentum starts to build. And we saw that last week, the Bologna game. Yeah, it wasn't a classic, but we ground out a result, didn't we? We needed that.
You need a game like that to get a win. Just that, because 1-0 win doesn't matter how you get the win. I said at the time I was doing Villa TV for it, and I said it doesn't matter about performance; it's about winning, and initially. And the performances will come off the back of having that confidence. So I think getting that initial win, and now we're getting on a run.
The second half Sunday was massive, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think that was a huge. That felt like a real turning point. Those two quick goals, suddenly you're 3-1 ahead, bit of breathing space, and the players on the pitch. It's like you can see the cloud lifting from above them. You know, they've just got a bit more freedom. They move better. The passes are starting to flow. So as an ex-player, you must feel that as well. And the crowd is suddenly with you. I'm not saying they've ever been against Villa, but the crowd is suddenly mega with you.
Yeah, and I said that sometimes we're going to as fans, you go into games and you're thinking, all right, lads, come on, show us something, because. It was quiet for a period, and sometimes the players have got to get the crowd going.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, I said players like John McGinn, you need them in your team at times, like what we've just been through. Because one tackle, one shot from distance, and the keeper saves it, and it gets the crowd up. So you need players like that in your team.
I think we lacked the leaders in the first 5 games, and I'm not knocking McGinn or Mings or any of these big characters and people that have been there for a long time. Even Emi Martinez, who's won everything, but there was no. It didn't seem vocal enough in the first few games. Like you say, nobody was prepared to just smash someone. Matty Cash loves a tackle, and even that can lift everyone, can't it? But like the McGinn we've seen the last 3 games, he's back in it. He's proper. He played obviously where
he's
you
dragged
played.
us through, I think. Yeah. And like I said, you need players like him when things aren't going well.
Tielemans going to have trouble getting back in now, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think.
You don't think so? You can't put McGinn forward. No. We'll get into team news in a minute. So last night, fantastic performance. We were just talking before we started, actually, that it was a proper away
European
performance.
Away European performance. Yeah, I thought rode our luck at times, which you've got to at a place like that, because Feyenoord are going pretty well in their league. So I really thought it was going to be a real banana skin.
Oh, I did as well.
And But you know, the lads dug in and got the result in the end. And I thought I was pleased for Buendia because it was a great finish.
Yes, but he can do that. He's got that in his locker, hasn't he?
Yeah, and one thing about Buendia is he's 100%er.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's a proper Argentinian grafter, but he's got that little bit of quality as well.
But he's come back. Obviously, I mean, by all accounts, he was free to leave if he could have found a club. But he come back and showed that real desire. And I said this last night when I did the sort of match reaction. It's almost like he's gone away from Villa, he's had a couple of loans. He seems to be like surplus to requirements. And he's seen what life is like without Villa, without being at that big club. And he's come back this summer, he's gone, you know what, this could be my last chance to really establish myself at a big club. And he's come back with a brilliant attitude. He's shown the manager what he can do. And he's got on day quality. We knew that.
Yeah, I mentioned it in the programme actually about having players like Buendia who has not been a regular starter.
No.
But he's got the right attitude when he's always ready and available. And he comes in and does his best for the team.
Yeah.
Do you know
he
what I
rubs
mean?
off on others
yeah,
around
and he's
him,
not throwing
he?
his dummy out the pram and expresses, you know, that he wants to leave or anything like that. But he's like any normal player that I used to play with.
Yeah.
They just want to play.
They just want to play.
Do you know what I
Get
mean?
on the pitch and show what they can
exactly.
do. And last night was outstanding. Defensively, very good. Quick word about Bizzo.
Yeah,
My
who had to come in at the last minute again, and he's not let anybody down. And you know,
I said last night he could be going down as a cult hero for Villa because he's come from nowhere. Never heard of him before he come to Villa.
Yeah, I know.
Every time we watch him, he's great.
Yeah,
His interview after was fantastic. He's a really funny guy.
But no, you got to give him some props because to be ready and come into a big game like that, and he was brilliant.
13 shots he had 13 shots on target first half. that's quality, that is. But the back four were great. You know, Pau Torres suddenly now looks the player that we know he can be, and he's so integral to the way Emery wants to play, playing out from the back, that ability to just look up and play through the lines. And I think with him now starting to get some kind of momentum again, Conser for me is the best English central defender in the country. I've said that numerous times and I'll stand by that. And the two, I mean, Matty Cash, he's having a good season.
Yeah, he started okay. Started okay. I mean, he's got his knockers as well.
Yeah.
But he's done all right. He's always a banker for the yellow card, like.
Of course he is, yeah. But like we say, you need one of them, don't you? That was you, wasn't it, back in the day? Quick 2-footer at the start, and then you're off. But you need that. Like, as much as you want that player that can whip one in the top corner, when things aren't going right and you're under the cosh, you want someone that's going to go and smash someone. I know you can't get away with it as much these days, but you still want to have one of them, don't you?
Yeah.
Definitely. So that was great. So we're going to have a quick chat about Burnley. We've got this run of fixtures, obviously, that everybody said at the start of the season we had the easiest start, but it hasn't turned out that way. And then after this one, we go into, I think it's Man City. Is it Man City, Arsenal? We've got 3 really tough games after this. We've got Tottenham, Man City. Anyway, we've got 3 tough games coming up after this. So, Burnley, I don't like saying must win, but it is.
Yeah, when we've got those fixtures coming up, you'd want to get those points on the board.
Yeah.
And with it being a home game as well, the money's on us to win it, isn't it? So
yeah, looking at the statistics here, everyone's sort of saying it's a home banker, really. Head to head, I think we've had mostly the better of it. Last game against them at Villa Park was in 2023. We beat them 3-2. So a pretty tight game, to be fair. But out of all the promoted clubs, and generally they've done okay, haven't they? Promoted clubs this season. Sunderland looked decent. So what do you think of the signings of them this season? Kyle Walker, experienced player.
Yeah.
Maybe just past his best now.
Just.
I was being kind.
No, I wouldn't say he's just past his best, but he's he's obviously.
You can see why they've signed him, can't
for
you?
that experience.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't know much about Burnley's team at the moment. But
they've done okay. I mean, as I say, they're not as probably where they would want to be. If you look at the league table, we've got Sunderland currently in 5th, which is unbelievable. Leeds are doing pretty decent, 12th. Burnley, 6 games, 1 win, 1 draw and 4 defeats with a -7 goal difference. It looks like they could be the ones that are going to get cut adrift at some point.
And for us, I think we've got to win that game, haven't we?
Yeah.
Especially at home.
I mean, we're going to be. I mean, if we win that one, you're going to be on 9 points. You're going to be pushing mid-table after 7 games, and I always think 10 games is a good indicator of where you're going to be.
Because that's the thing, you know, with the bad start we've had.
Yeah.
We're still within touching distance.
Because
of
everyone's
everybody.
beating everyone, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's a
a
very
ridiculous
open league,
isn't it? So,
Even Liverpool this season, they don't. I know they've had a decent start, but they don't look the team of last year, even though with all that money.
Not convincing at all.
Did Jamie Carragher say they're like a basketball team this season? They literally just go forward and back, forward and back. I mean, Palace are the team of the season so far. Palace, unbelievable.
Palace always look like they can upset anybody.
I mean, considering the players they've lost as well, it's just unbelievable. So we're thinking it's going to be a home win. Team-wise, I mean, if Martinez is injured, I'm quite happy to keep.
I think.
I mean, the international break's coming as well.
Like I said, with him, he's not let anybody down.
No,
he's done fine when he's been in. So I think everybody would be. I mean, we all want Martinez in goal, don't we?
Yeah, he's great.
But he's a great second.
I'm not going to jump on the Martinez bandwagon that's been going on the last 24 hours, but we'll see. We'll see how the season plays out. But we've got a very
upgrade.
Good.
He's a massive upgrade on what we've had before. Yeah. So.
We know now we've got someone that can come in if we need him, and he can. Nobody's going to go meltdown on social media when you hear it, he's coming in.
Exactly.
Where are you with the left back situation? I've got this theory, right? Neither of the left backs have been great.
Yeah.
Right. They've been good. They've just been solid and steady.
I was going to say that.
But I think having the two, which effectively is 2 first-choice left backs, isn't helping either of them. Because whoever starts invariably comes off after an hour. And when they come off, you can see them going, it's me again. It's me again. It must be frustrating that neither of them seem to be able to get a run in the team. Unless one of them gets injured, it's going to be one or the other.
I know. I don't know. It looks like he looks at who we're playing against and prefers one to the other.
So would you say
depending on who we're playing,
attacking left back? Although Luke Day's decent going forward. He's got a good...
Yeah, because he's got a good assist record. So, I don't know. I'm torn between the two of them. Sometimes he likes the pace.
Yeah, who would you pick? Who's your preference? That's a sticky one there. So Burnley, okay, we're talking about Burnley, right? So Burnley on Sunday, we expect to win this game, right? Let's not beat around the bush. We have to win this game, right? One of the poorest sides in the league. So Digne comes in.
I think I'll start Digne. Because I think he's more consistent.
Yeah. Okay. Torres and Concert obviously start. There's no one else really around. Cash starts at right back. Yeah. Double pivot. I mean, what do you think of Bogard this season?
I think he's done well.
Do you know what I've called him now? Well. I've recalled him Baby Booba, because he reminds me of Boubacar Kamara. He's like Booba's little brother. Because when they play together, they're great. And he's got that Booba about him, do you know what I mean?
He's probably learnt a lot of him in training.
But again, when he came on last night, the way he just floats around and he's got a good first touch.
His composure's got a lot better every time he's played. Keeps it simple. Drives forward when he needs to. And I think he's growing. Yeah. I think he'll get better and better.
I think maybe a year, 2 years' time, we could have a real player around there. So the double pivot,
selling him and all.
Yeah, 80 million in 2 years' time. So the double pivot that more or less picks itself with Onana out, Tielemans out. There's no point in rushing
which I think is a problem with Onana.
He's always injured.
Yeah, I know. It's a problem, I think, because there was one point where we thought, we've got so many central midfield players, we've got loads of colour. And Barkley's been non-existent and Onana is missing as well. And
and towards the end of last season, there was a couple of games when I watched Onana and we saw I'm not going to say he's anything like him, but like a Patrick Vieira type player where he would drive with them long strides, drive forward with the ball. And he's such a physical specimen that if he gets going, nobody can stop him, can they? But you just can't get him on the pitch. No. So then per start.
Yeah.
This is when I do my phone-ins on a Monday, right? I always ask. Well, Ollie plays, obviously, right? He's our number one striker. Yeah. The only realistic other option is Marlon, who I thought did well when he came on last night, but he's not really going to oust Ollie, is he? What do we do with the three in behind? What are you thinking of Gesson this season?
I don't know. Jury's out on Gesson. For me, I'd probably prefer Marlon there.
Yeah, give him a go out on the one.
But the manager doesn't seem to want to do that.
I think he likes Kassan
because
he's
defensively he's better.
I know he needs to do more in the final third, and ultimately that's why he was brought in, when he assists goals, and we haven't seen that of him. But what he does in our sort of half of the pitch, he does really well, doesn't he? And he's picked that up quite well.
I think against the Burnley though, I'd probably want to start Marlon there.
Because we want to be really offensive, don't we? We want to put it on them, don't we? Because they crumbled last week against City 5-1. We want to basically keep Buendia in the 10.
For me, Rodgers should always be the 10.
Well, I've always said this, but I sort of understand putting him on the left to put him at.
But he's tried Buendia on the left as well, and had Rodgers in the 10.
Elliott, where are we standing on Elliott?
Don't know.
Can't get a game.
I know he's again. Unai's mentioned about
acclimatising.
Yeah, and getting used to the way that he plays. So I think up to now he's probably not sort of got that yet.
He felt a little bit harsh against Fulham to bring him off. I mean, it worked really well because Buendia came on and was outstanding, but it did feel a little bit harsh on the kid.
Yeah, I was going to say, I always feel for the player there.
At half time,
you know, he's signed for us, and you know he's not had a look in yet.
He looks happy
when
enough,
when he's come, thinking, I'm going to be playing.
Play every game.
Do you know what I mean?
That's why he come, wasn't it? Because he couldn't get a game at Liverpool, so he's coming to Villa. Although we are a decent big side, he's thinking I'm going to get more opportunity. And his time will come. I do think his time will come, but
I think it will.
The way Buendia's playing, I think you got to keep him in the team.
Yeah, at the minute.
So we're sticking Rodgers on the left still.
Yeah. Although
don't sound too happy.
Yeah, although I don't like him there.
No, I don't. But I do. Like we were saying earlier about playing him back into form. If you play him in the 10, you have to be involved all the time, don't you? Play him off the left. He's got that opportunity to maybe float in and out, and he's not as reliant on having to do everything. He just needs that one performance, doesn't he? That spark where he can
and a goal,
get an assist. Yeah. One of his blockbuster runs when he just drives past 3 or 4. Okay, so we've just picked the team. So we have a prediction?
2-0.
Solid 2-0.
2-0.
Another clean sheet.
Mr. Bezo might have a clean sheet.
Bezo clean sheet. Rodgers to score, shall we say? Rodgers and Watkins.
Yeah, because Watkins is in my fantasy team.
Oh, is he? two goals for Ollie then. I haven't even looked at my fancy team this season.
I know, I've got to do it.
I keep looking, thinking I must take more concentrate on that. Okay, that's brilliant. Thanks ever so much for watching. That was our Burnley preview with the legend, Ian Taylor. He will be coming back when he feels a bit better, and we'll have a proper long chat about the career and his time at the Villa, which everybody knows about, but I don't care because I'm going to talk to him anyway. Because he's a great guy. Honestly, he's a fantastic guy. Ian, thanks ever so much, man. Appreciate you making the effort, honestly, today. I really do.
No problem, mate.
Up the Villa.
Up the Villa.